ba 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 da da bow. Howdy, everybody. Let me pull up my nice Sonic Chill playlist. Howdy. Tonight I was gonna start this stream a lot sooner, but things happened. I have a life outside the internet, and here we are with a quick, short little Sonic 3 Knuckles stream. And Eldarin is supposed to show up, I think. Let me see. Sonic Chill music, an absolute classic. Let me just turn on the playlist. Oh, nice. Let me take it from the top. Let me just get my little pop-out chat going here. Yeah, this is a pretty late stream, so understandable if it's not the most popular of my streams. But I figured I would try. One stream is better than no stream, I thought. So yeah, just gonna play some Sonic 3&k. The game looks horribly not oriented correctly, so let me fix that. Okay, yes, this looks just about, that looks pretty good. Okay, cool. So that we should be all set with you. Let me just let me make sure that the music is actually getting through, just in case. What's up, Prince Kendrick? How you doing? Welcome to the chill stream. I'm going to pop Eldarin in the call real quick. Let me hop on the Discord. Give this man a call. Howdy, my guy.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah. How
okay,
you doing?
Cool. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good. I just got home.
Oh, nice.
I saw you were streaming, so I had to hop in on that. How's chat doing? Hello, everyone in the chat.
More people here than I thought, honestly, considering the time. But oh, Terminal Optos, welcome back, Ricardo Sonic fan. Howdy.
So is this Sonic 3 Air?
Yes, indeed
yes.
It is.
Nice.
I'm going to mix the volume a little because I need to make sure that you are hearable.
I like the art in the. Oh, is that the Unleashed thing? The hand thing you have for the game, like the border around it.
The border around it. That's the
yeah.
That's the SA2 thing that you said someone helped you make. I needed a spicier background. I was gonna ask first.
No, the
the Miles Electric. Yes,
yeah.
That is Unleashed. Yeah. I tried to get the whole yellow part in there.
It looks awesome.
But I couldn't get the whole yellow to like fit the screen. But
it looks awesome. Yeah,
okay.
And I like the little Sonic in the background. Is that from IDW? Sorry, I was just looking at the new layout because I know you were saying about that.
That is that's Archie, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's one of their better covers. All right, then I guess I will actually start playing the game. I don't know how much I'm gonna get through, but I'm just kind of probably gonna play for a little.
Thanks for having me on, also.
Oh, no problem at all, my God. Always more fun whenever people are here.
Let me post the stream in my Discord real quick.
Thank you. Also, for everyone here, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could tell me if the music is not too loud or Eldarin is also at a good volume. That would be very much appreciated. Let's see. No. Okay, there we go. No hyper flash. No. I think it's you think these are the mods I had on. Super, no, stylized tails I think I had on.
Oh, they have like mods and everything for it? This has a modding game?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic.
I know Pop Toast said he can barely hear the music.
Then consider it cranked up, my guy.
Oh, I didn't know this had mods and everything. Oh, that's cool. I just downloaded this the other day for the first time, but I haven't really like played around with it.
Oh really?
So,
Ah,
yeah.
it is worth the time. It is very, very good. Like
Yeah.
it's basically the reason that I care about 3&k again, and like a massive amount. There's Google. I'll crank that. Sounds like it might be a little too loud. Let me crank it up just 1 point. Crank that down a little. Okay. All right. I think that should be better. Okay. I might take a second just to like figure out what mods I do and do not have on. So, let's just start a new game. Screw it. Okay. So how have things been for you, good sir?
They've been good. They've been good. I I was out to dinner with my girlfriend. I just got back, so that was nice. But I've just been honestly, since I got school starting again soon, I've just been trying to grind as much as I can with YouTube.
God, yeah, that.
Meantime, what about you?
Yeah, it's school. I mean, it hasn't started, but like the realization that it is happening again, it's not a happy one.
Yeah. No, I get you. I feel the same way. But...
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to pump out at least the Unleashed video. Like that's the one that I really want to get done. Unleashed video and like one more. Okay, there we go. Now the mod works. Okay, we good.
Oh dang. Oh, I like that sprite too. It's like the advanced one, but like a lot more like HD.
Howdy, Jamal Lamb, Sonic the Hedgehog boy.
I like the name. Hello.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, the sprites that you can put in here, like even Tails is just slightly changed, and I just dig it a lot more. Plus, you can
love the. Alright, go ahead.
Like, you can get extras, which is always nice, because I mean, you can just straight up give Sonic the homing attack.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is wow. Huh. It's like his advanced, but like with the homing attack. That's pretty cool.
It's like a. I've always preferred a thicker look for him.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of the 3 sprite. Myself, it's my favorite out of the Genesis ones too.
Yeah,
I was saying about that video.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I mean, I get why people like the like OG classic sprite, but I don't know. It's something about it. It's a lot more stoic looking. Like I can't read it. It has the exact same face for all moods, and that's kind of what it looks a lot more flat to me.
Wait, which one is your favorite then?
Oh, it's 3&k, that one. Oh crap,
okay,
I messed it up. Yeah, I was talking about like OG. Oh god, I messed this all up.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Okay, yep.
I got a message in the chat from Supersonic fan.
Oh, what's up, my guy? Can't complain. The never-ending torture that is the school system be encroaching, and so it's time to hit that grind of like crap. Honestly, okay, not gonna lie, I definitely noticed it more because I pumped out a lot of content while school was going on, and then the second that school kind of like stopped, I immediately like just got lazy about it. Like I pumped out the vast majority of my channel's content with school going on because my mind is already so dead set workaholic mode that I was just like, okay, it's natural. Like no free time is fine. Do something with it. But now that it was summer, I was like, let me rest.
No, I feel you, dude. Like for me, most of my stuff was during the semester, and now like I've grinded pretty hard this summer, but it's been like I had no activity, and then I had activity with when I started uploading again, just because like they took forever for those like literally like I started working on those 3 videos back in like April, and just getting them out was just taking forever with everything from the scripting, from the research, and everything. It was a pain.
God,
But I'm happy they finally got done though.
yeah,
So
I can't imagine all that research. Like that's insane.
it was fun, but I'm you know now it's forward with heroes, so I'm curious. I have everything set up um with how I'm gonna do it for the music one, but I just gotta get to writing it, and then I'll talk to you about that a little bit later.
Yeah. So so post Heroes, what's like your cutoff point before you're like done with that style of video? Like how many Sonic games are you gonna do before you're like, okay, break with that? Or are you just going through every single one back to back to back?
At least for the concept art and music, I'm planning to. Oh, hey, Supersonic fan, how you doing? Um, I'm planning to do every mainline game.
God, that's so cool. Ah, dude, you were hand
my
feeding the internet like
That's
all
my
of the
hope.
best knowledge.
But oh, thank you. But it's fun. It's fun. Oh, hey FNS. Oh, I appreciate it. No. It's not that like it was like a. I didn't mean like it was like. It was just a lot of work, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed doing them. It's just it's just a lot of work getting everything, all the parts moving with it. Not that like it was like unenjoyable, if that makes sense. But thank you. I appreciate the kind words on the video. I was very satisfied with how they turned out personally. Just it just was just a lot, and it was just finally being able to see like the finish line for them. I was like, oh yes, because there was a lot of late nights on them. But Silver Kid said, "Yo, I love both your guys' content." Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, Nick, I know you've had some killer stuff going on too. So
Yeah.
enough about me.
Okay. To be real, like that Werehog video. I thought that the Werehog video would have stirred more controversy, but I guess people who already liked the Werehog did not want to hear any negative feedback for it, so that one performed relatively alright, but like lower than like the art video I think has like doubled it in like the course of a day, because that's just a more interesting topic, I guess. And the biggest problem I have with like content right now, because I'd say that like once I put my mind to it, I don't have a big problem script wise and recording wise. It's just putting it together and editing that I have the biggest issue with. But the big thing for me is just finding something to talk about that hasn't been talked to death. Because am I really going to talk about like Sonic Boom again, or the storybook games again? Because like I don't.
Yeah.
The thing about Sonic and the Black Knight is because that's something that I consistently get requests for. Talk about the storybook games, talk about this, talk about that, and I'm like, okay, but
Nice on the special stage. Also.
There's so like that's been done to death. Like, what am I gonna say about all I can offer in terms of that perspective is simply I very much enjoy the story, and I think that the game is pretty alright, but nothing special. Like, I enjoy the gameplay of Black Knight, but I think that it has, like, a triple S tier story stuck to, like, a pretty B+ game. Like, it's pretty good, but it's not, like, a masterpiece. So
I think a lot of people, like... Oh, no, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just gonna quickly say, like, I don't see, like, what big new fresh perspective I could add to that, because it's pretty. I mean, all I have to offer is the fact that I can analyze it more critically than other people who just like it. Because I mean, if people just like it and make a video on it, then like that still like is valid, good, engaging content. But like with my knowledge of the fact that I actually studied like narrative know-how and game design and stuff like that for the sake of my videos, just to make sure that I have an actual formulated argument in case any people are like, oh, you're just a dumb person. Like, I don't, other than that perspective, I don't know if that would like hold water.
Well, I certainly think if you, because like I think a lot of people when they ask about that, I think that's one of those games where it's like, oh yeah, the gameplay. Again, I haven't played it, but it's like, oh yeah, the gameplay. Then people really like remember it for its story and everything other than the gameplay.
Basically,
Um,
yeah.
so I certainly think that like if you did do it, I know I've never played it, I've never touched the only thing I know about that game really is its soundtrack, and apparently it has a really good story. So I would certainly check out a video you made, because if you were to do that, because like you know your stuff is always very like analytical in terms of like breaking down the characters and stuff, and I always love that. So and like getting to what your discussion topics, which like which is really awesome. So I know I would definitely watch something on that.
Would you
But
say
another
that?
thing,
Oh, continue. My bad.
when you were saying about the other, like you don't know what you would do, have you thought about like the more obscure games, like the chaotics, like a lot of the more obscure 2D games, those always don't really get a lot of light shine. And I know, like myself, I've gotten a lot of requests to do the chaotics and stuff, so that may be something you would want to, well, like look into those kind of like more obscure games, like that, maybe the Game Gear, even see what you think about those if you played them or haven't played them yet. Advanced Rush. I don't even know if I'd call Rush obscure anymore, but
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, those are just ideas, of course, but it doesn't have to be Sonic either.
Yeah, but Sonic brings in the view. But because like the biggest thing is, I'd say like the biggest action, because like once I find a topic I want to talk about, or I'll buckle down and go, okay, I'll talk about Black Knight. Like in a case like that, the biggest issue I have at that point is I'm like, okay, how much do I dedicate to like narrative analysis, story analysis, and how much do I dedicate to game analysis? Because I started out like the whole channel entirely intent on like, I'm gonna be the guy who reviews like the characters, like the stories, the sophistication in this blue hedgehog. And then I ended up like really gravitating towards like the game design, the review aspect. And once that happened, I kind of it was a lot easier to talk about games in that regard, because there's just a lot more to work with. Because as much as I think there is legitimately amazing stuff in Sonic, it has cases of being like this larger than life borderline masterpiece, but it's not that deep all the time.
Oh yeah.
So it's very much a case by case basis. And so I'll probably do Black Knight because like I'll probably do Black Knight before Unleash, just simply because it's shorter and I can pump it out fast. But it's like with the older, more obscure games like Chaotix, I'm basically just doing a review, and that always stresses me out, because I'm just like, okay, outside of my audience base, how many reviews of Knuckles Chaotix have people already seen? Because it's just a matter of me.
I honestly don't think a lot, man. Like just from my, like, I'm not telling you what to do, of course. Like I'm just because you were saying.
Yeah, I get
I'm
you.
just throwing a suggestion out, but like even when like I was just doing like the Genesis reviews originally, because like I had a first time perspective on them, because I didn't play them before, I had people like online, whether if it was YouTube, Reddit, like whatever, be like, oh dude, you should do the Chaotix games because they don't really get talked about much at all, so it may be worth looking into if that's something that piques your interest. It's just a suggestion,
Honestly, it may. Because like I'm pretty like rigid whenever it comes to my content, in the sense that like I'm very much like, okay, who's gonna watch? Is it relevant? Like all those different aspects. And whenever I do something like, whenever I did 06, I personally was like, this is gonna be my magnum opus of the channel. Like that was the reason I made the YouTube channel. And then it gained steam, and I was like, okay. And God, I uploaded one video, and I just thought, this is such an outdated topic, who cares? But I guess, people just resonated with the flavor of my content. So, maybe maybe people are more down for the game analysis stuff than I thought, because I figured like nobody would give a crap because I'm just reviewing. But I mean, I guess if my certain style of flavor, I mean, not to sound egotistical, but if my flavor of content works for both narrative and game analysis and people are interested by both, then I guess there's no real harm in giving older, more classic games a shot like that I just haven't tried and people want to see.
Yeah, I mean, and I know there's like a lot of like cool shit in that game apparently, like Metal Sonic goes through like a whole thing in that, like apparently, from what I
Oh yeah, the
understand.
final boss. It is
Yeah.
absolute maddening. It's insane.
Also, hey, Perfect 10. He's under the name The Case Study tonight. He's in his he's exposed his anonymous YouTube
Oh, I
channel.
see. This is where he looks up
But he
the
said hi to both of us.
this is
So
where he looks up the inappropriate websites. Howdy, Perfect 10.
yeah. But he asked, how do you edit faster? Do you wanna take that?
It depends on what you're covering, cause like, if you're uploading something, like with my character analysis essays, those are very involved because I needed specific cutscenes, I needed moments, and I needed to scour the whole franchise, download all the footage, and if not go out of my way to record very specific things if I'm talking about a certain aspect of a game. And so if you're going like mega analysis, it's gonna be time consuming. But if it kind of depends on the content, because like if you're doing an in-depth video that's gonna require a lot of editing, then it's just gonna take a while naturally. But if it's just like a game review, then like you can most of the time just like throw gameplay on screen and that's engaging enough. So if I had to give you advice on just speeding up that process, don't watch any YouTube videos, don't have any secondary things going on. For me personally, I cannot, like if I have a YouTube video and I have to keep pausing it and then my phone keeps turning off and then I open it back up because I'm like, oh, I want to keep watching the video, and then I have to edit the video again. I can't hear myself. So just don't procrastinate, sit down and do it for real. That's my advice.
Yeah, and off of that, I also recommend um to pre if you're using a lot of images and a lot of like stuff that is going to be put over the like base footage, have that like on hand before going in to do it, because like I've noticed, because like I'm kind of trying to figure out how to make my editing as fast as I can too, like but still make it, like similar, but still like just make it more efficient is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So, like I have a lot of like comparison images, and what I do now is I go into Photoshop before I even start editing, and with the ones that I know that I'm going to use, and I have them done already, so when I go to do it, like I don't have to be sitting there while I'm just like waiting at like the 20-minute mark and then for like 3 hours, you know what I mean? I can just throw it on there. Like I'll generally spend, like for example, like when I did the essay 1 like music development ones, I had a lot of like interviews with that and like highlighted aspects of it. And what I did was one day I dedicated all of it to just getting all of the pictures, all of the like extra resources towards that, and put that in there. But it also depends on what you're doing for the video, So, but that's just my suggestion. And like yeah, just pre-plan as much as you can, so when you actually go to sit down, you're able to make it as efficient as possible. Also, hey Super Saiyan Sonic, how you doing, dude? And hey First Timer and Simon Alonso, how you guys doing?
All right, my dogs are in need of assistance, so if anyone has any Eldarin specific questions, I will be right back. Eldarin, I'm putting you on the spot for a Q&A.
Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I want to try to not burn this place down too quickly. How are we all doing tonight? Sorry, I was taking a drink out of my water. Man. Everyone spam the chat. Yes, do it. No, I can't condone that. What the heck? No. Hey Elder, I was just wondering, can I join you guys? Supersonic, I would definitely ask Nick, because I I would ask him. Awesome Heroes video, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I got another one coming soon enough, in time, but I have something before that, uh, for Sonic CD. Well, kind of Sonic CD, but not really. But it is Sonic CD, if that makes sense. But yeah, Super Sonic fan. I would just hit up Nick and see, um, just because like it's his stream and all that. But yeah. So yeah, I appreciate the kind words on the video, though. It means a lot. Which character do you think has the best stage themes in SA2? Which one is your least favorite? Has the best? Like, like, so, like, they're in total tracks, so, like, I would say Sonic has the best. And then my least favorite would probably have to be, honestly, Knuckles. Just because, and it's not even that they're bad, it's just that, like, I just don't listen to them nearly as much as I listen to, like, the rest of them. I love all of the music in that game, of course, but like I just don't go out of my way to listen to them. Like, but for example, like every single day I listen to the pretty much all of the SA2 soundtrack, when I'm in the car. So, what is my favorite Sonic game? From the ones I've played, I would have to say SA2. But granted, I've only played in Rouge. Rouge has great music, also. I agree with that. Wait, Rouge for the least or best? Because for me, she has. I love her music in that game, but what's my favorite? I'd have to say SA2, but I do want to put an asterisk on that, or asterisk. Asterisk, I think is how you say it. Yeah. Because I've only played in total, like full through, Sonic 1, 2, 3K, CD, SA1, SA2, Heroes. I'm in the middle of finishing Shadow. And then Mania, Forces, and Generations. That's it. I haven't beaten the rest of them, so I can't really like say like, oh, I can tell you what I think may be my favorite. I definitely think it's gonna be a toss up between SA2, SA1. Like SA1 and SA2 are like equal to me, but I just like SA2 style more, in my opinion. But I definitely think 06 and Unleashed are gonna be up there for me too. Hey Panic, welcome to the stream. I'm holding the fort down right now.
I'm
Super
back,
Sonic
by the
fan.
way.
What's up?
Yeah, I got back a second ago.
We're just talking about music and stuff.
Nice.
What are my favorite types of videos to make? I really do like the concept art ones and the music ones, but I definitely say the concept art ones are the most interesting to me because I love looking at art. So like that's always definitely something I enjoy. But I love the music too. So like it's not like one I don't like as much, if that makes sense. It's just that like I'm like, oh wow, this art's really cool. And with the music, it's cool seeing like the different evolutions they had to go through to get to the final product on those. If that makes sense.
I always find it whenever I look at your concept art videos, I always find it interesting because a lot of the concept art of like, especially on Heroes with like Sonic and the gang, they look very different from like, or at least I think that they looked very different from like their final look, because there was no 2D like art for Heroes, and with Adventure 2 in 1, the concept art looked there was just a distinction about it, and I thought, this looks like it was drawn sort of by the same person, but it doesn't just look rougher because it's concept art. It looks stylistically like it didn't quite hit what they were going for yet. And I always find that fascinating. Whenever you can see how the art style was like, oh, okay, so that's what they kept, and that's what they went from that part or something like that.
No, yeah, it's weird because like Heroes is a bit of a different one because it's like they tried to blend the 2D like aesthetic into the 3D with like blending the adventure aesthetic and the 2D aesthetic, and I think they pulled it off pretty well.
For sure. I'd say that the 3D renders I don't like as much, but in terms of looking like Adventure Sonic in 3D, that Heroes model, like the high poly like promotional model, I think that one's actually really good.
Oh yeah. And then T Flame asked you, Nick, if you ever played Xenoblade Chronicles.
No, but did play a pretty good amount of the second one. I dropped the game because I sucked at RPGs at that point in my life, and I need to go back and play it.
No, I feel you. I wanted to get into them. I've only heard good things, but I haven't played it myself. And then, hey Gabe, and hey Seth, welcome to the stream. But, yeah.
Nope, there's no big ring. There we go.
I was like, this was a stage when I first played S3 like I didn't like, but when I went to replay it, I was like, I really enjoyed it. But yeah.
Hydrocity, or I called it Hydrocity. I call it Hydro City. I don't know why I screwed up.
I call it Hydro City too. So
Hydrocity sounds so much less cool to me. Like, I don't. That just is not as appealing. I think Hydrocity sounds silly.
And then T-Flame said, based off your analysis videos, I know you would probably like the game. I suck at RPGs too, lol. Xenoblade 2 is really slow at the beginning, but gets really good. The first one is also on Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And then Simon asked, Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U as of the second one. But I think did you mean like Chronicles, like the actual title 2 though, right? For Switch. The one that you played.
I played 2 on Switch, yeah.
Yeah. I heard X is really good too. I've never played it, but I have some friends that like they're like I was like, yeah, I was thinking about playing Xenoblade, and they're like, bro, you need to play X. That's the only one you need to play. And so like I would like to try it out at some point. All of them, but I know they're long games. I have a very short attention span. I was actually like I don't know if this has happened to you or anyone in the chat, but since I've gotten back into the series, I've come to the series has like fried like my brain. Like it has literally fried like my neurons in my brain, because like I cannot watch any cutscenes. I cannot watch like long cutscenes of games, like say like God of War or something that I used to be able to play. Like I literally, it just has to be constant gameplay anymore. Like I feel like I have like a something that like I can't even like it has to just be constant gameplay, nothing else.
Honestly, God, yeah. Honestly, I can agree 110%, because a problem that I have with like bigger games is I want to play bigger games, but then it takes so long, and like, because like the Final Fantasy VII remake, that game was the first game in a while wherever I was like just gaping mouth of just, oh my god, I am in love, because
Same.
I cannot believe I failed Special Stage 4. I am scum of the earth. Bruh.
Okay. It happens to everyone.
But freaking, because like Final Fantasy 15 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I just love so much about it. And
I've only heard good things. I heard it was a similar thing with like people didn't like it originally, but like now it's like really good.
Oh yeah, originally it had some problems, but like if you get Royal Edition on, it is, oh, I love it. But I played so much of it, but I didn't do any of the side quests, so I ended up at like the final boss at like level 34, and that took me like, God, that must have taken me 2 years, simply because I just kept putting the game down, because I want to play all these other games that are coming out, and my life as it is right now does not have a subsection dedicated to gaming. Like Hollow Knight is like a 20-hour game. Like if I really wanted, I could beat that over the course of like 2 weekends. But I get so nervous about like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to finish Hollow Knight? Is this gonna be a good like play session of the game? I get so hung up in the logistics of how much time do I have to spare playing this game? Is the amount of time worth it considering the size of the game? And then my brain just gets so overwhelmed with itself that I just shut down and then watch YouTube. And so what I've done is I've created a list of games in order, and then I'm like, okay, play this one. And that is the only reason that I have played any games recently other than Final Fantasy VII, which I just fell in love with immediately.
The remake or the original? Because I know you said the remake, but
Uh, I
earlier I just
I
don't know.
tried to play the original,
Hmm.
and it's a weird thing because that was like that's a time before my era, and so I have basically been spoon fed directions on where to go, or at least waypoints of what to do, and that game is so vague in so many things that it does that I
Yeah.
legit just get lost. And I don't want to look at a guide, but then if I don't, I'm under leveled and I'm just like crap. So I need to pick it up again for sure.
Yeah, dude. FF7R, like I haven't played the original. That was actually the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. Um, like it's like probably like my third or fourth all-time favorite video game now. That's how I got into Final Fantasy, and then like I started playing. This is relevant to what you were saying about the guide, so I'm just giving a little bit of context
Oh,
before I
it's
can
good.
get into it because
It's
it's funny. It's
good.
funny. It's funny. But so I played the MMO 14 for like last summer. Literally, like I played it in like for 2 weeks, and I put in like 80 hours. Like it was insane. And then like I blitzed through it and then like stopped. I was gonna 100% FF7R originally, but like I'm waiting for it to go on Steam to do that because I don't even have a PlayStation anymore. So,
Oh my god.
but
It's so much fun.
I then played Final Fantasy X, right, or
Oh,
10,
10.
and that was really good, and I really liked the combat in that. But let me tell you, get a guide, bro, because I soft locked myself right at the end of the game because
No.
I didn't know what I was doing because like how the combat is set up in that the leveling is there's a huge spear map and any character you can turn into anything and that's like the big like thing with the game
Yeah.
with its leveling is like you can turn if you want Titus to be the main character to be like a healer you could do that if you wanted to if you want the traditional healer Yuna to be like some crazy attacker, you could do that too. Well, I didn't know any of that, so I just kind of did my own thing with it, and like I'm not very good with uh allocating skills in RPGs
Makes
because
sense,
like
yeah.
a good example of this is like with Dark Souls, my friends just kind of like um they kind of have coined it as I just make the cool guy, which basically means he's cool, so he can do anything. So it's like, oh yeah, he carries a huge
An
sword, but he's also
all-rounder.
very, yeah, he's also like very fast and very like, but he's also carrying a two-handed sword that's a power type for. So like I kind of did accidentally did the same thing with that for all of the party members in FF10. So every
Oh.
single boss battle was like a tooth and nail fight. Like I spent an hour and a half on one fight. I remember.
Chief, nah,
Um,
you gotta pick. All Aerith did in Final Fantasy VII Remake for me was just heal, heal, heal.
no,
So, that was
I didn't
it.
have that problem with 7, because it was a lot more like direct. But 10 was my problem. Like 10 was where I was like, oh shit. And I soft locked myself out of the game because one of the last bosses is timed, and I couldn't beat it in time
Oh
because I
my
just didn't.
god.
None of my characters were strong enough, so I just gave up at the end. But I want to play 12, and I want to do play 15 at some point because 12 is something I think I'm really gonna like because it's apparently like a lot more dark and a lot more mature. Um,
Yeah, I
what
always
I mean
wanted to
by that
hop
is
into 10.
yeah,
So I'm
10's really
I'm
good.
so I'm
But
glad that you told me that.
yeah, just use a guide. 10 is excellent, but just use a guide. It made me cry. Not even gonna lie on that. It made me cry. But
No shame, Chief.
yeah, it's like on every. I cried in FF7R also like 3 times.
So yeah, like so many. Oh.
But yeah, like 12 apparently like I'm like it's apparently like a as I've been always just reading, it's like it was one of those games that was hated on when it first came out. Kind of like how it kind of had the Twilight Princess case where like it was hated on because it was quote unquote dark and edgy, but like now everyone like loves it. So like I want to try it out because it's apparently like a lot more of like a medieval political like kind of game with like
Oh.
politics between kingdoms and stuff like that, and or just how it's been described reminds me a lot of the Phantom Menace, where it was like from like Star Wars, where it's like, oh, like there a lot of people didn't like the politics and stuff in that movie, with like the Trade Federation
I
stuff
like
like that.
Star Wars politics.
Same. I was one that always enjoyed that stuff, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it. But they're all on Game Pass on PC, by the way, for the most part. But yeah, I'll stop my FF7 rant now, or my Final Fantasy rant. That's my experience with the franchise.
I think that God, okay. I feel just a quick thing about big games again, because like Final Fantasy 7, I got through like a very small portion. Like the amount of I got barely past where Final Fantasy 7 Remakes ends in the original. But what I do with big games that I really want to play is I know that I don't have the time to realistically play them because school, personal ambitions, I just don't have the time for that like at this really defining point in like somebody's life. So I'll just have to put it all in the backlog for whenever I have the time as an adult, hopefully. Ooh, that's the wall, Sonic. Ooh, oh, good. Yep,
Wait,
there we go.
Did you like glitch through that?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that before. Holy crap.
Beautiful. But basically what I do is then I just surround myself in the game. Like, I know the entire plot of Final Fantasy VII because Final Fantasy VII Remake makes a lot of changes from the original, specifically the ending you might have heard. That ending was
so awesome.
That is nothing like the original.
Yeah.
All of that
it's
I don't want, because like it's not really a spoiler to say that it's completely different from the original, but if you know the original game, that ending hits you so hard. And that ending hit me really hard emotionally because I know the ins and outs of Final Fantasy VII. I'm just too chicken to play it because I don't have the time to play it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it was that point I was like, oh crap. I need to just like set aside. Like Hollow Knight is the first game in a while that has made me sit down and I'm like, I'm gonna play this. So it really is just a matter of I kind of need to get out of my own admittedly stupid mental funk and just, because a lot of the times it becomes, oh yeah, I need to play this game because I really want to play this game. It's not I really want to play this game because I like playing this game because it's fun.
Yeah, I feel you. So that happens to me a lot at the end of games. Like I'll be like, okay, I just want to blitz through it and just like finish it. I never I heard like the remake is essentially Final Fantasy VII 2. Like it's like essentially a sequel.
I can
I know nothing about the original story.
I mean, so, I can explain it. It's not really a spoiler for me to explain it, I guess, but do you care? Because like if I tell you what happens, I don't think that it'll ruin the experience of like the like super old game that is Final Fantasy VII. So, I mean, I can tell you how it links to the original if you would like.
I do want to play the original at some point, so I appreciate it, but I want to go in like blind, you know.
Got it.
Like for the original too. I do know something about like the end with the well, I don't want to say because it's a huge spoiler, but like the other guy.
Yeah, that confuses me to this day because that other guy is not supposed to be there.
That you know the Gungaga meme. That guy.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna. I swear, I have this exact conversation about my inability to just chill and play games every single freaking time that big games get brought up, and I get reminded, oh crap, I need to go play my big games. Hold up. All right, chat. I hope that you're ready. I'm gonna read my list of games that I need to play. All right.
And then, hey, Star Killer, welcome to the stream. I love the name also.
Welcome, Star Killer. Welcome, Sonic Cole hey, Sonic as well. Okay. All right, everybody. Here's oh god, I forgot. I have a rule set on here. I have rules: 1 RPG at a time, 4-game
Bruh.
limit, 4 games at a time. And so my current games that I'm playing right now is Lego DC Supervillains, because that game is super fun. Hollow Knight is the other game. And the next 2 after that are Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Games that I have listed to play whenever, just cause if I'm bored. Hades, Pokemon Sword, Minecraft, and Terraria. My backlog,
Nice.
my backlog in order from going to play next to very last is Mega Man X, Mega Man X4, A Link to the Past, OG Final Fantasy VII, Persona 5 Royal, Nier Automata, Pokemon White, Horizon Zero Dawn, and then Final Fantasy X and X-2.
Damn. Well, I actually that's a really solid list. I've played quite a good amount on that list, so I can tell you there's some really good ones. I like A Link to the Past is really good. I bounced off of Hollow Knight hard. Like I bounced off of that game so hard. It's not bad or anything. I don't think it was for me. And I never played a Metroidvania really until now. So
that was
I
basically
kinda,
my first.
yeah. I didn't get far in it. So but I need to retry it though.
Yeah,
Here, I'll read you.
it's very much like it's the first game that like is actually hard in a really long time that I've had to play, that challenges me more than just like a platformer's level of challenge, and it's actually like, oh crap, I don't hate it, this is very good. It's fair challenge. That and I also have this travesty of a story. So I guess I'll tell that to I guess I shall elaborate, because I have played much of Persona 5. Whole lot of it. Okay, Eldrin, I'm going to assume that you are away from the microphone right now because I cannot hear you. So I'm going to tell this story to chat and then assume that he'll just pop back in a second. So, essentially, I have played a lot of Persona 5. Like, a stupid amount of Persona 5, because I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay, yeah, okay, I figured
That was kind of...
Man's dipped, and I was like, I'm just gonna assume that he had to step out for a moment. But, luckily,
Hey.
I just started that story, but it's basically, it's a quick one. So, basically, I played a lot of Persona 5, like OG Persona 5, and I fell in love with it, one of my favorite games of all time. And then I downloaded some free DLC costumes, because I was like, yeah, I'll spice up the game. I don't want these school uniforms the whole time. And so those, and I put them onto my save file, and then I got onto my PS4 to play more Persona 5 one day, and then it was like, cannot connect to the internet, and it does the same thing that Dragon Ball FighterZ does. Dragon Ball FighterZ needs an internet connection to verify that you have, in fact, legally bought the DLC. Otherwise, it is not saved onto your like console. It just doesn't know. So, I cannot gain access to my Persona 5 save file because of DLC costumes in it. And over the past, what has to be 6 months, I have done everything. I've reset. I've done everything outside of the PlayStation 4. I've done everything that I can internally in the PS4. And because of those DLC costumes, I have lost all of my Persona 5, like, save file.
Yeah,
And I had, like...
Yeah. Oh my god, that sucks.
That's why Persona 5 Royal is on my list, because I'm like, I'm not going through all that again. So I'm just gonna do like the remixed version, because I don't have patience.
That was another one that like I couldn't get into. I want to try out Shimigami Tensei Nocturne, because I like the whole thing, but I could not get into P5 like at all for some reason.
Honestly,
my
understandable.
Lent it to me, and I just couldn't. I don't know what it was, but like it's a good game. I definitely see it's a good game though. It's just I think it was just one of those things that just I just didn't mix with it.
I think it also suffers from a very slow start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it gets really good. I had a couple friends that were like absolutely obsessed with it.
Because like you can date characters, dude. You have no idea how. intensely I was going after on Tamaki. I was like, girl.
Is that the blonde one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see why.
Man's got his preference.
Right. I think that's what happened to me with Kingdom Hearts 3. That is another series I need to try.
I don't like Kingdom Hearts. I don't like Kingdom Hearts 1, I should say. I do not like that game whatsoever.
Dude, when I played this boss for the first time, I didn't know how to go up and down with tails, so I literally was like playing this for almost. I got a time over just on this boss because I didn't know how to make him fly up and stuff, like continually fly up. Like I'll never forget that when I first played Sonic 3.
Oh my gosh, my god, it's terrible.
And then I got hit with the barrel also originally.
Oh god, the barrel.
Like I spent literally like over 20 minutes on the barrel, like in Carnival Night.
God.
I love that one though.
Yeah, I think the Marble Gardens is my least favorite stage in the entirety of Sonic 3, like and Knuckles.
Yeah, I agree. Like Marble Garden definitely is the weakest. I will say though, as I was playing as the other characters, I kind of got more of an appreciation the more I played it. But like I do think it's the weakest. But I do think like even this being the weakest, this is a darn good zone, you know, like in general.
For sure.
It's
Oh,
the spinny top things.
Speak of the devil, here we are.
Yeah, I love this one.
I'd say it's the best of like the casino / carnival aesthetic levels from the classic trilogy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Casino Night's good too. The one that I never have gotten into is Spring Yard. Like,
yeah, I don't like Sonic 1.
Oh, bruh.
I don't like it.
Oh, bro, those are some fighting words right there.
I don't like it. I think Green Hill Zone is amazing, and then after that, I think that it is a good standard platformer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Sonic's moveset is criminally underused. I think that they knew what they were doing. There is a reason Green Hill Zone is the first level, and that's because it is so well designed for Sonic speed in comparison to everything else in the game. Like, they go from Green Hill Zone to freaking it's Marble Garden, right? No, I'm getting my things mixed up.
Marble Zone or Marble Zone, yeah.
Yeah,
Zone.
okay.
Let me look this up. I think it's Marble Zone.
Isn't it Marble? God, if it's not Marble, then people are just gonna say that I'm a hack.
Marble Zone, yep.
Okay.
Yep, Marble Zone.
Like that, like, bruh, I think that Spring Yard is, it's a pretty alright one, but I mean, it's pretty alright. That's my opinion on it.
For me, like, see, like, I'm someone that thinks that, like, Sonic 2 is the least out of the Genesis quadrilogy.
Oh god.
And like
such a wrong opinion.
But like my view on it is like Sonic 2 has like the higher highs but much lower lows, being like the last like third to fourth of Sonic 2 I never would ever want to play or make anyone play.
Really? Okay, like define the last, like starting from when?
Metropolis onwards.
That's like 3 acts. That's nothing. I mean, they do suck, but like it's like 3 acts.
Dude, I would not want to play, but Metropolis, Sky Chase, Wing Fortress, like
I love Wing Fortress. Sky Chase is awful
that,
though.
Man.
I agree.
Like for me, like everything else in that is a 10 out of 10 though. But for Sonic 1, I think it's not as like it doesn't have as much highs, but it's a lot more consistent in its like design, if that makes sense. So it's like it instead of it being like 10 out of 10 and then like a 3 out of 10 in the last third of it, it's like it's all like a solid like 9, if that makes like 8.5 to 9, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
does that make sense? Like,
yeah, I totally understand that line of thinking. Like, the biggest difference between how we would classify that is I would say Sonic 1 goes from a 10 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10 after the first like 8th.
Yeah, see, like I love Marble. I love like the only zone in that I actually don't really like is shit. Which one is? Let me pull the Sonic 1 zones up again. I can picture it, but I can't tell you the name right now.
What's the color of it? Is it Starlight? Is that what you're thinking? Everyone likes Starlight.
No, that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Oh wait, okay, we're talking least favorite. Is it Scrap? Scrap Brain Zone, Labyrinth
No,
Zone.
no, 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 no. Sorry. The Spring Yard. Spring Yard's my least.
Really?
I am a freak of nature, and I'm one of the only people I think on this planet, and that actually unironically likes Labyrinth Zone. Uh, but like the water one that everyone hates, like I played that and I was like, wow, this is really good, and then I went online and everyone like apparently hates it. But
Yeah, we don't talk about Labyrinth Zone. Nobody likes Labyrinth Zone.
but I like Marble Garden too because there's a lot of skips in that, that like a lot of people complain about the slower platforming, but there's actually like a lot of skips in it. If you that you can like jump over a lot of the like slow blocks through the lava and stuff like that if you time it right.
True.
But yeah, I do think like Sonic 4 unironically did some things better, like going back to remake it than Sonic 2. Like I like Sonic 4's Wing Fortress way better than Sonic 2's. Like Sonic 4 Episode 2, not Sonic 4 Episode 1. I hate that game so much. I actually was just playing that yesterday for like 5 minutes and then I turned it off again because I like forgot because I had to get like a little bit of footage.
Oh my god, wait, yeah, Isaiah and I saw that. We literally looked at it and went, why's Elderin playing Sonic 4 right now?
Yeah, I had in my Discord people screen capped it and were like, what? Like
Ladies and gentlemen, we have bad.
and and then Terminal Apotos asks, have any of you played the Arkham games? They're my favorite other than Sonic.
Yes.
I haven't.
I love them. Yeah, I'd say I love them all.
Mm-hmm.
Just to throw this out there, like, cause I guess I can rank them if that's on your mind, good sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would I'm gonna drown.
Sure.
Barrel. There we go. Okay. I'd say my number one favorite is City, then Asylum, then Origins, then Night. That would probably be my ranking.
Mm-hmm. I heard, yeah, doesn't Roger Craig Smith voice Batman in Origins?
Yes,
That's
and
cool.
it's like, I mean, his voice is like, once you know, it doesn't sound like Sonic or anything like that. It's just you can hear it more because, like, I mean, it's still Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah. Hey, just kidding and kidding. Welcome to the stream. But I know I bought them. I bought the 4 of them. But because I rewatched literally all 3 of the Christopher Nolan movies like in like I don't know, like April or something, and I was just like, man, you know, I need to play these games, and then I just haven't, like, I have them downloaded because I was gonna start with Origins, and I just haven't touched them since.
Okay.
But that was one of the ones on my backlog.
Speaking of God, okay, just because the Nolan films are on hand, here's my take on those. All right. Now I don't think that this is gonna like catch me like flame from the internet, but they are all very good movies, and I like them all quite a bit, but I don't care for them as like. The thing about them is because they're very good movies and they understand like the nature of Batman, Bruce Wayne. They understand the character very well. Like whenever it comes to like Zack Snyder and his DC stuff, I hate everything he's ever done with DC except for Justice League, which I'm convinced is a fluke. Christopher Nolan very clearly understands like the character that the characters that he was working with. Yeah. My problem is the approach that he took with them, and I hate the realism. Hate's a strong word, but I'm a YouTuber, so that's just my vocabulary now. I think that overall, what I want from a Batman movie, from just most DC comic book movies, is because like Marvel characters, especially in the comics, they've always been very real world. They take place in New York City. They're very grounded. While DC's, I've always appreciated for being more fantastical, if that makes sense. And like the image that I have of Batman because of the Arkham games and like Jim Lee's artwork from the comics is just this big hulk of a man in a bat suit with like 4 different sons, and each one of them dressed as different crazy heroes. And I want I don't necessarily need like the whole Bat family in there, but I'm disappointed at the lack of Batmaning I feel Christian Bale's Batman does. I think that he's like great as like a realistic, I say realistic, like a slightly stretched in terms of realism vigilante, but he didn't do a lot that I'd be like, oh yeah, like that's Batman. Like his
Like
fighting,
he didn't.
like especially in the fight scenes, like he never, like he had the gadgets, he had everything there at his disposal. I just wasn't. I just feel like he didn't do enough to, like, comic booky type stuff, if that makes
There,
sense.
there wasn't like enough like lore stuff in it, kind of. If that makes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like lore stuff, I would have appreciated a lot more. But it's mainly like because I'd say like if I were to give like a comparison, I would say like Ben Affleck's Batman, like that warehouse fight scene that everyone talks about from Batman versus Superman. Like that's how I want Batman to be visually speaking, and how I want him like to I want him to be that competent and agile in a fight. But I feel Christian Bale's suit was really over designed and like really military and like technical, and I think it's a fine looking suit, but again it's too real for me.
Okay.
And he didn't strike me as the kind of guy that like is gonna take down a whole room of insane criminals single-handedly, because Christian Bale's just not that huge, which I mean isn't his fault, but like they could have gotten around that by just making him like an absolute master of a fighter, but I feel like they didn't do that enough.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. He's really my only exposure with Batman for pretty much, and I still need to get on the animated series. Because I know you recommended that, but he's my only really exposure with him. But I want to start getting a little bit more into it, because like I always have liked like the character, but I just have not really known much about it. That kind of goes for most comics other than Spider-Man, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get exposed to Batman, the Nolan films are a good place. I'm just glad it wasn't Batman vs Superman. It's that movie.
Oh, wow.
Brainwashed.
I never finished it. I watched like a quarter of it, and then like I just never bothered to ever like finish it. I love Justice League though. That was really really good. I only saw the Snyder cut though.
Okay,
I didn't see the original.
You see,
I heard the original was garbage.
The original gets a lot of crap. It's not. I'd say that movie is a perfect 5, maybe even 4 out of 10. Like it is an average movie.
Damn. Oh, damn. That's
like
rough.
I'd classify that as average. But what makes it so frustrating is as a professional Schneider hater, I would take his hot steamy garbage of DC adaptations rather than whatever Justice League was, because Justice League was so clearly crap.
Yeah.
We have to just, it was clearly 7 different people sitting in front of like a chart of like what people like and going, we need this, hire somebody to put their name on it after Schneider had to unfortunately leave. And that's why Josh Whedon showed up. And the Schneider cut, I think, is so good because he legitimately didn't have time to mess it up. Superman was barely in the movie, so he couldn't mess up Superman. Wonder Woman is always pretty good. The Flash was really good, I thought. And Cyborg, gosh, I did not think I was going to like Cyborg that much.
Yeah, he was really good in that movie. Like in the Snyder cut.
Yeah, for sure.
I really liked him. But no, I wasn't like, when I saw Joss Whedon, I was like, oh, because like I'm not really a big fan of what he did with Marvel, like in terms of the writing. For the most part, I liked Phase 1, but when it got to like,
I feel like it stuck around a little too long.
Yeah, because it became like a lot of his movies kind of came similar, like in terms of the writing style, where it's like line, quip, line, quip, line. And I like the quips and all. Like I mean, I think it'd be kind of crazy for me to say that I didn't like them if I like Sonic and Spider-Man, but it's just like, okay, it's like that's like too much. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah, for sure.
But
because like I feel like
Norse,
continue my bad.
No, I just said, hey Norse, welcome to the stream.
I was just gonna say that I feel like the Marvel movies, because like at first Marvel had a lot more to prove, but once Avengers like did well, I feel like after that they started really beefing up like the substance to it, and Whedon's writing is a lot of style over substance, I would say, because it's just, you're right, it's just quip here, quip there.
Yeah.
And once like they could get, and once they actually had enough character to not need to do that anymore, I feel like it should have been gone, but it would just stayed a little too long.
Hmm. Simon said, I remember there is a series named Nafta Super. It's based on a movie named Kryp, Kryptonita. It's about a doctor having to remove the leader of a gang where each member is based on a DC hero.
Mm,
Interesting. He said, wait, has there been a Sonic water level in any Sonic game?
yeah,
Wait, what?
like every one of them.
Has there been a Sonic water? You mean in like 3D?
Uh,
Wait, the
I
only levels
I'd say
I
Lost
I
World.
I think he's talking about 3D.
Oh, okay
Oh,
then. I'd probably.
oh, revive the leader. Oh, okay. Sorry. But
Oh,
I think he meant 3D. Yeah, I think. I mean, technically, like SA2 had one also, and then Heroes, Seaside Hill. Um, I don't know about Shadow. I don't think that did.
Shadow's only level was metal base.
Mm.
Ah,
Then
there we go.
06, half of its levels have water in it and some like capacity, and then I haven't played Unleashed.
Unleashed has Adabat. Tropical Coast and
Oh,
Lost
true,
World,
true,
that's
true.
true.
I need to play Lost World. I actually heard that game's pretty good.
Um, not like a hot topic or like opinion from my end. It's just
Ooh.
Lost World is a fat. I'd say Lost World is what I think Colors is almost just about, basically, because
Mm.
I used to think, nope, it's my opinion. Just, I'm just gonna stop rambling. It's basically just, I think that each world has like one pretty good level that at least decently uses parkour to its advantage, but its cylindrical level design still kind of hinders it, and the cylindrical level design is the biggest problem and makes each act after that pretty weak for me, I'd say.
Like I wonder why they went with that though. Like this the cylindrical thing. Like I understand it's probably because of like Mario, but like why?
Yeah, I don't know. I do not like it
Like I wonder
makes
if
no
there's a
sense.
reasoning. Yeah. Like I wonder if like the developers ever said anything about like why they did that or anything because it just like yeah, exactly. It makes no sense. Also, it's
Very
really weird how the
strange.
Chaos Emeralds in this are like they're like gems.
A little, yeah.
Have they always been like that
I
or
think it's just
am
because
I
like
blind?
they're. I think it's just because they're like facing, like the point is facing downward.
Oh, okay. Because I don't remember. No, I don't like. Is it like normally like that in Sonic 3?
They're
Like I
normally,
don't.
well, they're normally like diamonds, aren't they?
Or is that the Super? I don't remember.
Well, oh, the super
I don't know.
ones are
Sorry, that's just like.
huge. The super ones are like the big fat ones. I think that you're, if that's what you're talking about, then I think I get what you're saying, and I'm like 90% sure that you're saying right. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was just curious. I saw that and I was just like, hmm.
Ah!
But here, I'll read you
Diamonds.
because on the thing of backlog. I will read you mine,
Oh,
and I've had to
goodness.
cut it down just because like some of these games like I just wasn't going to have time to play like right now. Okay,
Jeez.
so
Lay it
here
on me.
is the list as of right now. Batman Arkham Origins. Replaying the Crash games at some point. Dishonored, Dragon Age Origins, Nights into Dreams, Prey. I don't know why I have Sonic Forces in there, but that's not a backlog game. Okay. Uh, Spark the Electric Jester 1 and 2, and Star Wars Republic Commando. And then also Metroid Prime, and I'm playing Skyward Sword right now, like the Switch one, and that's really really good, so far from what I. But it's my first traditional 3D Zelda game, so I don't really have
Hmm.
anything to base it off of, because I only
Understandable.
played Breath of the Wild, and
Yeah.
I played a lot of the 2D ones, and yeah, it's really good so far. I'm enjoying it. I recommend it, but not the Wii version. The Wii version apparently is annoying with the motion controls. Have you played any of the Zeldas?
I dabbled in Ocarina of Time,
Hmm.
but not really. No, I'm basically just Breath of the Wild, and that one doesn't
Yeah.
count, I guess, because that's not really like the traditional formula.
Hmm. I think it counts. I just have nothing to base it. Like when I was saying, I just had nothing to really like, base it off of because like apparently they're a lot different than you know, like Breath of the Wild's a lot different than the traditional because it's a lot more like linear.
For sure.
Um, but it's cool though, like, um, it feels like a direct translation of the 2D games though, but in 3D, like the traditional one. It's really weird with that because of how the dungeons and stuff are structured. I heard that like Skyward Sword has like a lot of the like best dungeons in the series for the 3D ones, so that's kind of cool. Do Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I need to play those. I'm gonna play those next. Actually, after I play, I was doing it like canonically for some reason, even though like
The timeline
they're like
makes
kind
no
of connected.
sense.
Yeah.
And they don't matter. That I don't know why they even bothered with the timeline, honestly, because like there's like one piece of actual in-game continuity, and it's
Hmm.
like I think it's Wind Waker, and Ocarina of Time.
Well, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess are all like sequels of each other.
That's
Um,
true.
but Wind Waker is in that one in that too technically, but it like splits or something. From what I understand. I played Breath of the Wild, Minish Cap, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, A Link to the Past, and a bit of the NES game. Yeah, the 2D ones I played were A Link to the Past, the Link's Awakening remake, and A Link Between Worlds. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of them, but
Honestly, because since this is gonna be my senior year,
mhm,
and my classes are pretty breezy
mhm,
outside of YouTube and like just like the normal stuff.
mhm.
I'm gonna be hitting that like game grind hard because I there's
Yes.
so much that I want to play. Like because since I just put out a video, I'm basically in like break mode for a minute. I'm all right, boys. You're hearing it here first. I'm too lazy to replay the entirety of Sonic Unleashed, so I'm putting out a Black Knight video next. Um, so
I will definitely check that out.
I mean, I've got enough to say about it, so it can work. But for sure that, and yeah. So God, I just gonna start playing because like once I start playing a game, then I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I like this. This is good game. Monkey brain on me. Play now.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
I Well, cool, cool. Yeah, I need to get on. I want to try to. I want to really get to 06 soon. So like, I'm trying to. Oh wait, the stream is buffering. Okay, okay, we're good. I'm trying to get through Shadow and the rest of Heroes so I can get to 06 because that's the one I'm really looking forward to the most so far. Um, so I feel you though.
No, I'm very excited for that '06 one because I mean, I can't even imagine all of the things that '06 has. I feel like there's so much to '06 that has yet to be discovered, even though it's been so well documented. You know.
Hmm.
Like I refuse to believe that like we know all that went into '06 beforehand.
Oh, I'm just saying, playing it. Like, I never finished it ever.
Oh
Um,
god.
Yeah, I didn't even finish Sonic Story back in the day. Like I couldn't like it was too like I don't know if it was too hard or I just kept on glitching out. But
You can never tell.
yeah, I think I got to Crisis City and that was it on it. Here, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Not completing a game for review is cringe. Uh, well, that's exactly why I am not doing Unleashed yet. Ah, crap! Now I got to do a Black Knight video, and I'm actually kind of excited about it. Look at what you've all done to me.
All right, I'm back.
I was just complaining to the chat about how all of these mongrels have made me excited to do a Black Knight video.
It's gonna be killer, I'm sure.
Heathens.
So
Speaking
yeah,
of which, this is Black Knight music.
people say that like the storybook games aren't canon, and it's like, bruh, like yes they are.
Excuse me, did y'all play Generations?
Yeah, it's like yes they are. Oh my god, yeah. People in my Twitter comments were like getting in a huge argument about that. I saw. Also, hey sodium chloride and hey raising havoc.
Eldrin, I have. Hold up, I think I might have asked y'all. Freaking. Hold up, what happened to all the yos? Oh, okay, somebody just said yo, and then it started a chain reaction. I was like, what happened?
And hey Zublik, everyone's just spamming yos.
Yo, Zublik? Hold up, frick, where?
He's in the chat.
Yo, hold on. All right, Zublik, you now have moderator privileges, so I wish you best of luck, because I actually know Zublik. Chat, what are your what Sonic ships do you support?
Oh god.
Make it fast, because this is probably gonna be like my last level. I might go through one more zone if it's interesting. But yeah, what are y'all guys into? Come on, spill the beans. Ricardo, Sonic fan, thoughts on the new Dragon Ball movie coming out next year? I don't know why it's in 3D. The 3D animation looks very good, but yeah, the new Dragon Ball movie is animated in like full 3D CG. I don't get it.
I'm Ricardo. I'm still on the Cell Saga in Z, so like I don't really know too much, but I did watch the Broly movie and I really liked that, the new one. That was really good.
Yeah, God, so good.
So I'm still on the Cell Saga, so I got a bit of a ways to go. Let me. What is it called? Is it just called Dragon Ball?
It's called like Dragon Ball Super Heroes or something like that.
Oh, that's a cringe kind of name.
Yeah, it's an awful name. I don't know why that's the name. It's actually awful.
No,
Tails, get the ring, you idiot! Oh, look at what you've done.
Dragon Ball Super Superhero teaser trailer. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Is the trailer not on YouTube?
It's like 2 seconds long. Like it's legit nothing. There is no real trailer yet.
Oh. I'm looking it up right now. Sanae's is based.
Honestly, I am the ultimate Sanemi shipper. I will die on that hill.
I'm with you. If I had to pick one.
But Sanae's is pretty alright. Oh crap! Wait, isn't this? Crap! We're almost done with Sonic 3 already. Crap! Now I have to make a decision. Do I need to? Okay, alright. Shoot! Okay, no. I can't do this to myself. I gotta stop. I gotta be up bright and early. Gotta go get that scuba diver's license. I'm flexing.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was mad fun. Because, like, we did training today, and, got underwater. It's weird breathing underwater, but it's dope. So, yeah, alright. Then, I guess I'll just get to, like, a pretty looking spot on the level, and then I'll wrap it up. So if anyone's got any last questions for the absolute Sonic Tuber elite here, the ultimate duo.
Pog scuba license.
Indeed, Zublik, indeed.
Me.
Whomst is sodium chloride. Do I know you, sodium chloride? I feel like hold on. I got a text. Maybe Connor, you watch my streams, dog? Why is your name sodium chloride? Oh wait, this is a pretty spot in the level. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll get to like this. Yes, this. Okay. I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. So, okay, alright, this is the last question I'm taking, because the last one I saw in chat, Gabriel Murillo, opinion on Rush. Boss fights are hard, and other than that, I don't know much about it. I'll probably do a video on it later, because it's a short game. Because, honestly, now that I know that I'm gonna be making a huge Unleash video, I keep realizing what an actual effort that is. I'm probably gonna get 2 videos out on games before that happens. I'm probably gonna do a Black Knight video and a Rush video just because Unleashed is taking so long. But that's how it be.
Nice.
Okie dokie then. Honestly, Eldrin, thank you so much for being on short notice as well. I thought I was gonna have to solo this.
No, no, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Any freaking time. Next time, Panic. I invited Panic as well, but he's off on vacation himself, so I'll have to grab him next time that he's back in town.
That'd be a funny stream.
Perfect. We could hop on TSR and battle R like legends.
Oh yes, yes.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, at such short notice and so late at night. I appreciate it a ton. See you later.